Welcome back to the adventures of the Unnamed Dead with me, Barden. I've moved the day on, and the first story mission has become available. I'm not going to be doing it this time. It's probably going to be another couple of missions at least before I feel my warband's going to be ready for something like that. As you can see, we've got 8 days left for our wordstone delivery. We just need one more weight of wordstone to do that. So let's get a mission and get it done. So we've got 3 missions available other than the story missions. So first is the hard. It's marked for death, good wordstone, and then for looting opportunities. We've got Wordstone Rush, which is very poor on ports and normal difficulty, so we're not going to do that one. And then we've got another mark for death, which is deadly, and it's got good and good returns. So if I was game night now, this would be the one I'd have to choose. But luckily, I'm not game night, and I'm trying to ease my warband into this whole experience. So we're gonna go for the hard one. Hopefully, we get as lucky as we did last time in terms of their guys coming at us kind of in drips and drabs. But we're
Enemy
gonna get in
warriors
and
have been spotted all over the area in small groups, as if they were scattered by something. You stage your warband near your wagon, ready to take advantage of the enemy's misfortune.
okay, thanks for the interruption. We're gonna get in here and see how well we can do. We've done pretty well so far, but it only takes one bad mission for things to really turn around for you. So first of all, I'm going to have a quick look at the map to see where we should be putting our guys. So they're going to be up here. They're probably going to come across for this wordstone here. So, and then this wordstone down here as well. So somewhere kind of around this group of buildings here is where we're going to meet up with them. We're going to want to again reserve these 4 slots for our zombies. Our leader is probably going to take one of the further back spots, so the leader is probably going to go maybe just here, just in front of him a bit. So let's see where we can deploy here. I think I'm going to put him just behind where the zombies are going to go. So let's get... Okay, so that's one of our zombie slots. Yeah, so I think I'm going to put him there. It's going to give us the opportunity to get some poison down for the enemy to enjoy as they come to say hi to us. Okay, so next up then we got Axel, who's now got a ghoul buddy on the squad. One thing I forgot to do was to customize the look of our new ghoul, so I'm going to have to do that at the end of this mission. If anybody does maybe have, a preference for, obviously you got a white ghoul at the moment, you want to see a green ghoul or a black ghoul or any kind of look that you want to see on them, let me know that. So we're going to deploy Axel here. Next then we have Bram, who is going to be deployed, I think maybe, yeah, around here. So he's got the option to either go straight ahead the way he's facing, or to cut through that building and kind of head towards the parallel street there. So I think that's a good place to deploy him. So let's do that. Okay, so cave in, the first of our zombies. He's going to take one of the forward positions, so we're going to put him there. And then Cliff, our other zombie, is going to go right beside his buddy. Okay, and then Sip Poison, our newest member, is going to take a position. Yeah, I think about here is about right. So he's gonna kind of bring up the rear, but I'm sure he's eager to get into the fight. So Mammy's boy, we could take a chance and maybe move him and our leader through this building here, and then kind of set some poison out for the enemies, and also maybe snag some wordstone while we're at it. So we're gonna maybe come up this way. We've already seen one of them, so that there tells me that's a Skaven hero there who's just appeared on the initiative ladder there. So that tells me that our enemies are going to be fast moving and they're going to be on top of us pretty quickly. So we're not going to be able to gather too much wardstone. So first of all, I'm going to get him to gather this cluster. And then now I want to check the map. I think I can see the guy over there, but I want to see exactly where the guy is. Yeah, so he's going to be coming from that direction, straight down here. We don't see any others, but I imagine some of them are maybe in the building or further up towards their car. So what I'm going to do is, I think that guy's there. He's there, so he's going to get to me whatever I do. But what I want to make sure is that he can't isolate me. So I'm gonna go here, which will give others a chance to get into the fight, and also a chance to maybe corner him on his own. So, and we're also going to welcome him with some poison that he's gonna have to run through. Okay. So now, Mammy's boy, mother, I'm sure, is saying her prayers for him, hoping that he's not going to get taken out too badly. We're going to put him in an ambush stance, just because it means that we're going to be able to hit that guy at least once for the amount of times. He's maybe going to hit us 2 or 3 times. So let's see what he does. So he's used the talisman. He's going to move forward now. Yes, through the poison. He gets poisoned. He gets ambushed, and he gets critical. So that couldn't have gone better for us. Now we've obviously got the rest of the warband now. As you can see, we've got 6 guys now, and the enemy have 6 guys as well. And they not only match us up in terms of numbers, they also match us up in terms of you're going to have 1 leader, 1 hero, and then 4 henchmen, exactly the same as us. And also, some people don't know, but if you want to go into a mission and you've actually got guys out that can't run the mission, you can go in with less people than is actually available to you in the mission, and the enemy warband will scale down to match your guys. I think it takes away from the difficulty of the game, but that's the mechanic that's in the game, and it's something that maybe you can take advantage of. Okay, so Axel now has a choice to either get in there and get maybe involved in the fight, or he can come up along here and he can scavenge us some woodstone. I think that's what Axel is going to do. So let's get him started here. Okay, so what we're hoping for are easily reachable search points. What we don't want is to be maybe, having to wander upstairs in buildings to find stuff. So if he doesn't find anything on the ground floor here, we're going to leave. So there might be some nice gold in that search point, but we're not going to go for it. So we're going to bring him back out, and then we're going to use the okay, so we're going to send him up then for the next round, to go and check these next set of houses. So he should be pretty safe wandering around on his own over this side of the map, because the Skaven are probably gonna be heading to where our own Skaven guy is. So a bit of a Skaven reunion on the books there. We do have a kind of a nice clump of guys now coming up here. We've got 3 in a row. 2 Damar zombies who aren't going to be able to get into combat this round. But the first is our glorious leader, Warband, who is definitely going to be able to reach this guy. The question is whether I want to, even though it's just a fragment and it's only one weighted wordstone, I am going to gather this wordstone here before I actually engage. Again, it's only one wordstone, but each piece really can make a difference in the future. So I've got nothing to charge here, so that's what I know. We're going to charge in. It's a good opportunity to take their hero down. So he's well down below half life. He's gonna have stun recovery next round, possible failing of a fear test which might lock him down. So this guy, and another crit, so he's not having a good day. Now we could disengage, but I don't want to do that when we got a fear test coming up, so we're just going to end the turn. And again, it's a good start to this mission for us. So our zombies are going to make their way through here. We're going to put him here so he's not completely blocking the way. He's not going to be able to get in combat this round, probably not next round either, because hopefully that guy is going to be out of action by then, and unless we actually see another of the Skaven before that, he's not going to have the opportunity to be in range to engage him. So we've got a couple of enemy turns here. There's always a possibility that another one of them is going to show up, especially there we are. I was going to say, especially given their the movement range that is afforded to Skaven in general. Okay, and here's one guy. He's failed his terror test, but he has managed to go in and take a swing at a leader. He's missed, and you can kind of see now why Skaven are a good starter warband, because they can come from out of nowhere and you can very quickly get all of your guys together in the fight. So we're not gonna be able to just do what we did in the other missions, which is take our time taking guys out. So we're gonna have to get ourselves engaged here in the next round as well and start whittling their guys down before they swarm us and kind of overwhelm us.
A new round has started.
Numbers. Also, talking about Skaven, I plugged before Moorjack's and Game Night's channels, and both of them are really good watches in terms of Mordheim. You're going to learn a lot from the guys. They're very entertaining. But also, if you're interested in watching a Skaven playthrough, my buddy David is currently running a Skaven warband as well on his channel. So if you go over there and check that out, you can see just how good Skaven can be when you use them to their full potential. Okay, so Mammy's boy is going to attack this guy. Okay. Maybe I should have put some poison down before they did that, but it's always the way, kind of, when you've got other things in your mind, you think of the best thing to do after you miss the opportunity to actually do it. But he got his hit in anyway, so he's going to be pretty happy with that. So poison puts him out of action there, so one hero down without him actually doing anything to us is brilliant. And now we say hi to, I believe this is the enemy leader, and you can see by the amount of damage he's putting out on enemies by there that he's not someone to be trifled with, especially at this early stage. Okay, so let's continue on here. Let's see what's in the chest. We could obviously bring this guy over and get involved in the fight there if we really wanted to. But we're going to scavenge. Okay, it's 9 gold. Now, I've got a big decision here. Because this guy can go get that word stone, or he can go get involved in the action. So I'm going to go have a check just exactly where the word stone is. So it's in there. Can he get in the building? Yes, he can get in the building from this side. So we're going to pick up the word stone. Now that looks like poison there, but I believe it's just a fog effect on the map. I've seen people before play who just run through it without any problems, so that's why I wasn't too fearful coming in here. So we got one more fragment. Would have been better obviously use a shard or a cluster, but we've taken our chance, so we're going to have to see what happens now by not actually bringing this guy into the combat when we had the opportunity. So their guys are closing in on us now. So again, you can see the benefit of Skaven in that you can just bring your guys from almost halfway across the map and get them engaged with the enemy very quickly. Whereas on the flip side of the coin, we've got our zombies who really have trouble getting involved in the fights early on. So now our leader here has got, let's see who he can actually attack. So I don't think he's actually engaged with their leader. Maybe he is, but if he is, I think the leader is maybe the guy. No, he's not. So we're gonna go for Billick Creep first. So he's already got some poison damage on him, so we got a good chance to take him down. Also, he's the guy who passes fear test, so it means that he's the one that is maybe going to be giving some damage back to us, so we want to get him out of there as quickly as we can. So having talked about before this mission that it was unlikely that Warband for the missions would be in a position where he's going to be in fear of being put out of action. It looks like the very next mission, Warband is in fear of being put out of action. So I don't think this guy, because of the circles there, I don't think this guy can get, no, he can't get his charge. So I'm just going to put him in an ambush stance. Hopefully we don't block the other guys. Now, we really do need to be getting our guys involved in these fights, because it's getting a bit dicey for us. So he's got a chance to charge, and that's just going to do. So we're hoping for a crit here. A miss, not so good. And then we're going to end the turn. Now these other enemies who are obviously up in the building, we want them to be kind of knocking around the building as long as possible, because we're in a bit of trouble here at the moment. So that guy succeeded his terror test, so now we've got two guys in our leader, both succeeded their terror test and both can put out pretty much the same amount of damage as him each turn. So he's not gonna last too long if we leave him there on his own. Now we obviously are worried about Mammy's boy there, kind of being engaged there with their leader, but there's not much we can do about it from here. I think the best thing we can do is to maybe try and take one of these guys out. So we got an opportunity for a kidney strike, but because we got four blue pills at the moment, it makes more sense for us to take 2 swings. So 40 is a lot of damage, especially on a Skaven. And then we're gonna so obviously his attack increases by 1 pill, so we don't get a second swing. But he's done pretty good starting off anyway.
A new round has started.
Now, Mammy's boy, where he's situated, he doesn't have the opportunity to disengage, so he's in a spot or bother. But what we're going to do is we're not going to attack straight away. We're going to get some poison down, so we should be able to hit 3 of these guys, yeah, and then okay, so I think hitting those 3 guys is a better bet for us. Okay, so all of them got poisoned, which is great. Now, Mammy's boy. So I'm just checking to make sure that he can't disengage, and the barcode behind him kind of does indicate that, and I just confirmed it. So let's swing in with an attack. Okay, we've gotten rid of that guy's dodge. It's not great because at the moment there's only 1 guy who can actually hit him, so it doesn't benefit us to do that. But you know, basically Mammy's boy again has got himself in the spot about, but he's managed to dodge himself. He's going to have another swing in, 37, so Mammy's boy is maybe 2 hits away from going out of action. So we're going to have to start putting their guys down pretty quickly. Poison there, helping a lot. Terror test failed. Brilliant too. Okay, so now Axel has to make his way through this building. Okay, so I don't think he can. No, I don't think he can skirt that guy's. Can he get around this? Basically what I want to do is to put this guy out so that it leaves an opportunity to maybe get in at their leader. So can I just about use a circle here to get engaged with this guy? Okay, so not quite move over. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we've managed it. We can take this guy out, or he can dodge. And then we're going to end our turn. Doesn't mean that they're going to get kind of free swings at us, but you know, in the overall strategy, I think maybe it's worth it. Cave in, taking a crit there, which means that he's got a possible injury, minor injury at the end of this one. Okay, so now Wham Bam is going to swing in at Villa Creek. So if he does manage to hit him again, he can take him out of action. Okay, so there's a second of their guys out of action. So they're not below their route test threshold yet, so we're going to have to put at least 1 more guy down, and it's all about trying to save Mammy's boy at the moment. Okay, so stun recovery here for Cave In. He's just going to take a dodge stance. He can take a couple more hits before we're going to get worried about him. Well, one thing is probably obvious about fighting against Skaven is the fact that because they move so fast, as soon as they spot you, the opportunities for gathering word stone kind of go out the window. So as you can see, only 4 of the 18 word stone on the map has been claimed. It does mean that if we win the fight, that there's going to be word stone that goes into a pool that we could actually be awarded at the end. But in terms of actually going around and gathering the word stone, it's very hard to do when you're up against a Skaven Warband. So we swing in there, we miss that guy, and we're going to take a dodge again. So now this guy, obviously we can see him, so he's going to be coming in soon. Yeah, there he is. So he's on the far side there. So he's trying to come around the... Okay. So that guy did nothing there. But the other guy that we saw is trying to get around to the back of our guys and perhaps go for the lads in the weaker positions to try and put some of our guys out of action. So here, we learned from the last time that Sip, he's not going to be able to swing twice, so we're going to go for Kidney Strike on this guy. Okay, so that's a pretty good hit there, and then we're going to take a dodge chance.
A new round has started.
Now these next couple of turns are where our day could turn from a pretty good day into a pretty bad day, depending on whether Mammy's boy can survive and whether if he doesn't survive, he's actually, whether he gets permanent injury or even death. So what we're going to do here is, this time I'm a bit worried about the guy who's kind of to our left at the moment behind this barricade here. So what I want to do is I want to put some poison down that he is going to have to come through if he wants to engage us. And at the same time, I'm going to be able to hit their leader and one of the henchmen. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so I think the henchman got poisoned, but not the leader. So let's have a swing in at their leader. Okay, so again, taking his dodge away, not really great for us, but okay, let's take our 45% dodge chance, and let's cross our fingers for Mammy's boy. Okay, so poison first, swings in, hit, so one more hit, and poor old Mammy's boy is out of action. There we go, out of action. Not good for us. Okay, so now he's actually not engaging that guy, so he can come out. And we're going to loot here. Okay, so we don't really want any of that stuff. But I think that other loot bag there maybe has... Oh, nice, into the poison. But I want to get in on their leader anyway, so... But I think in here is the trinket of maybe one of the guys we have to put out of action for the optional objective. I'm gonna have a look to see. No, he's not one of the guys. Okay. So the guys are Azanet and Hanqui. Okay. So let's see if we can get ourselves on here. Right, so we're gonna take the cluster just to make sure we secure it. We're gonna give him the trinket we don't want. He's gonna leave the battlefield and hopefully take his gear with him when he goes. So we got a warp effect there. And now we're gonna try and get in here. Let's see, so we want to engage the leader. Okay. And then we're going to take the dodge stance. So right now, obviously my focus isn't on the optional objective. I just want to get these guys down below their blood test threshold, get the mission 1, and find out what's happened to Mammy's boy. So Mordheim is going to take a dodge. And now Clip's going to swing in at this guy. Obviously, another additional thing as well is the fact that with Mammy's boy out, we're not going to be stacking more poison on these guys, so the hits really do matter a lot. So, and just to say that, we get a miss, but we got a couple of them close to being out of action. Axel there up against their leader on his own is maybe in a little bit of trouble, especially if this guy comes around and makes it 2 against 1. Let's see what he does. No, so he's wandered off over there. I don't know, maybe he saw a cat or something, he's running away. Doesn't really make much sense to me. But the AI can be pretty derpy in this game sometimes. So that guy then putting some more pressure on Warband. He's passed his all alone check, and we're gonna just see if we can put him out of action. Another miss. Okay. Not good for us. So we've got a couple of them on the edge of going out of action, but with some bad rolls, guys can hang around for a long time.
A new round has started.
So now onto their leader. Okay, so he's hit Axel once, and he's critical Axel. So Axel has an injury roll coming up at the end of this. They have tied down their leader. I think we're going to be able to put one of them out of action this time around and get away with, it's a bit of a sloppy victory, but it should be a victory. So Axel recovered. He's probably going to only be able to take the stance. Yeah, so Axel's going to take a dodge stance. He's in a bit of trouble if we have to go through another round now as well. So it's getting more and more important that we start making our hits and putting these guys out. But again, not good rolls, 78% chance. So let's see what happens. Okay, so that's the guy. Sweet Beck is out of action. So now we've got plenty of movement here, so we can engage maybe their leader. It is a risk, and I'm not sure if we probably can get around, but it's a risk because he does enough damage to Wambram out of action from this position. But that's what I wanted. I wanted to see if we could put a terror test on him and maybe lock him down. It could save Axel from going out of action. Now they are at 19 out of 20, so on their morale. So they are going to have to test for route the next time when their guys come up. But maybe we can actually make it more emphatic by putting this guy down. Okay, so there we go. So he's down. And he is one of the guys whose talisman we needed to take. So we can't actually get it right at the moment because we're still engaged. But if the fight goes on beyond their route test, we may be on for the optional objective. For me at the moment, in terms of getting the optional objective or getting guys out safely, I want my guys to be safe. So really, my hope is that they fail their rank test and we get some good rolls. So let's get this guy engaged. Can he actually engage there? Yeah. So let's get a swing in on the leader. Give him another target. So maybe he'll spread his damage around a bit. And let's get a dodge shot on. So red test failure. Good for us. We might have gotten the optional objective there with 4 guys against their leader. But for me, it's really all about survival at the end of this mission. So it's another win. It's a bit scrappy, but you know, you're not going to be having flawless missions all the time. So you've got to kind of roll with the punches and just, you know, you've got to adapt to what happens in terms of injuries and stuff like that. So let's have a look then in terms of our background reward. We rewarded 3 fragments and 1 shard, which is, I believe, a total of 8 weight in Wordstone. We didn't get any clusters from the map. Maybe there was only 1 on it because there wasn't a great amount of Wordstone that I could see, at least. But this is the end of this mission. In the next video, we're gonna check exactly what's happened to Mammy's boy. Hopefully he's still alive. Also, we're gonna check in terms of Axel whether he's got some kind of horrific injury or not. But basically, I'm gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna hopefully see you guys in the next one. I'm hopefully gonna see you guys in the next one, which is going to be up today. So probably by the time that you finish watching this, it's going to be available. So you know, it's not much of a cliffhanger really, in terms of you're not going to have to wait days and days to find out what happens. I'm going to try and, you know, keep to the schedule of getting videos up on Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes on Saturdays, but definitely Tuesdays and Thursdays. So keep an eye out for those. If you want to make sure that you do see when the new episodes go up, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you've enjoyed this, or if you want to send some good luck Mammy's boy's way, hit the like button there. Drop me a comment, let me know in terms of this mission, how the guys did. Also, again, I'd love to see some comments about how you guys play the game yourselves, or whether you're new to the game, whether you're a veteran, that kind of thing. Um, Again, if you want to see a really cool escape and playthrough, go and look at David and Strying's channel. Hopefully, I'm going to remember to put a link in the description to his channel so you can go over there. If I don't remember that, if you go to my channel and look at the featured channels, there's a link there for you to go over and check that. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.